Welcome to today's Explainer. I'm stepping in today not just as your usual host, but really kind of as a protective digital mentor, because the very nature of what we see and hear online, it is fundamentally changing. We are navigating what I call a shattered mirror of digital reality, where that old, comforting rule of seeing is believing is becoming incredibly dangerous. Look, if you have teenagers who practically live their lives on these digital platforms, casually sharing pictures without a second thought, you need to understand exactly what we're up against, because a simple digital mistake today can literally become lifelong digital baggage. Let's dive in.
To really understand the urgency here, I want you to picture a scenario. It's early 2024 in Hong Kong. A finance worker logs into a totally routine, everyday video call. His chief financial officer is there, his colleagues are there, everyone looks normal, they sound completely normal, and they all instruct him to authorize a massive financial transfer. So he does exactly what any dedicated employee would do, right? He transfers the funds, $25 million. But here is the terrifying twist. Absolutely none of those people were real. Every single person on that call, aside from the victim himself, was an AI-generated deepfake. It was a simulation so flawlessly executed that it was completely indistinguishable from reality. $25 million vanished simply because a professional trusted his own eyes. But as you'll see, this technology isn't just targeting corporate billionaires, it is targeting the everyday photos sitting on your teenager's smartphone.
So here is our game plan for today's Explainer. We'll start with the evolution of the illusion. Then, how the AI learns. Third, the real-world harms. Next, spotting the glitches, and we'll wrap up with defending our digital reality.
All right, Section 1, Evolution of the Illusion. Let's talk about how fast this tech is moving.
So the word deepfake itself is just a mashup of two words, deep learning and fake. It basically refers to AI-generated or manipulated media where a person's likeness is synthesized or transplanted in a highly convincing way. Now, it's actually really important to note that this technology wasn't originally invented by bad actors trying to steal money or ruin lives. No, it stemmed from completely legitimate AI research. It was designed to help animate faces, dub foreign films seamlessly, and create those highly detailed digital characters for Hollywood blockbusters. But, like any incredibly powerful tool, it didn't take long for it to be repurposed.
And the speed of improvement here, it's not gradual. It is completely exponential. Back in 2015, if you wanted to do this, you literally needed a multi-million-dollar Hollywood visual effects studio. By 2017, the first widespread deepfakes appeared, but they still needed enormous computing power and serious expertise. 2019 rolls around, you just needed to be a skilled developer. By 2022, basic technical knowledge would do the trick. And looking toward 2026, creating a passable deepfake of almost anyone can be done in minutes, using free tools right from a smartphone. That means anyone's digital image, any casual photo you share online, can be manipulated instantly by basically anyone.
Moving on to Section 2, how the AI learns. I want to lift the hood on these systems so you can see exactly how these programs manipulate human faces.
The most common method uses something called an autoencoder, which is a type of neural network. Let's step through it carefully. It's actually fascinating. First, you train two autoencoders, one on a massive collection of photos of person A and one on person B. Next, you have them share what's called a compression layer. This effectively learns to compress a face into a highly compact mathematical representation. Think of it like an invisible digital face mesh. Then the system does something incredibly clever and frankly pretty deceptive. It takes person A's compressed face representation, their expressions, their movements, but it decodes it using person B's decoder. The final result? You get person A's exact expressions fully rendered with person B's facial features. This is exactly why a teenager casually sharing personal or explicit pictures is so dangerous. Those pictures literally become the training data to build that mesh, totally without their consent.
Now, for even more sophisticated results, developers use generative adversarial networks, or GANs. Think of this as an incredibly fast, brutal arms race happening entirely inside the computer itself. You basically have two AI systems fighting each other. One AI, the generator, creates fake faces. The other AI, the detector, analyzes them and tries to flag them as fake. And they just go back and forth over thousands and thousands of rounds. Every single time the detector spots a flaw, the generator learns from it and improves. It just keeps going until the generator produces an output that the detector simply cannot distinguish from reality. It's wild.
But wait, it's not just about visuals. Here is the truly frightening part. Audio deepfakes are just as powerful. It only takes 30 seconds of existing audio to generate a convincing voice clone. Just 30 seconds. A brief snippet from a podcast, a quick video your teen posted on TikTok, maybe even a random voicemail. Once the system has that, it can generate your voice saying absolutely anything at all. When you combine a cloned voice with a face deepfake, man, you have the ultimate deceptive combo.
Section 3. The real-world harms. We need to pivot from the tech theory to the actual consequences, because this is where it gets incredibly personal.
The harms from deepfakes, they aren't abstract. They are happening right now, mostly across 3 categories. First up is financial fraud, like that $25 million heist we talked about, or even scary phone scams mimicking family members in distress. Second, political disinformation. Fabricated videos of leaders are used not necessarily to fully convince everyone, but just to sow enough doubt and confusion to destroy trust in real information. And finally, the third category, which is personal targeting through non-consensual intimate imagery. And I really need you to hear this. These fakes do not need to be perfect to cause harm. They don't need to fool a digital forensics expert. They just need to fool a tired person scrolling on their phone who's ready to believe what they see.
Look, I want to speak directly to you right now, especially to the parents and teens watching. Let's talk about a fictional high schooler named Emma. Like a lot of teens, Emma didn't think twice before privately sharing an intimate photo with someone she trusted. But trust can break. And today, that photo isn't just leaked, it's fed into deepfake tools to fabricate even more explicit, non-consensual imagery. For Emma, the temporary fun of sharing became permanent digital baggage. The psychological impact of losing control over your own private image, it is absolutely devastating. So, we need immediate action. Teens, if you are listening, here's your checklist. 1. Make all your social media accounts strictly private. 2. Audit your followers and remove people you don't know in real life. 3. Never share intimate photos because anything digital can be scraped. And if someone ever threatens to share your private images, do not engage. Screenshot the threats immediately and report it to a trusted adult and the authorities.
Section 4. Spotting the glitches. Let's get you empowered with a concrete digital safety toolkit.
Spotting these fakes with the naked eye is definitely getting harder, but there are still signals. First, check the lighting. This is honestly one of the best tells. AI faces often have lighting that just subtly doesn't match the background scene. Really look at the facial shadows. Second, teeth and hair. AI historically struggles here. Teeth might look smeared or way too uniform, like a perfect little block of white. Hair edges often blend super strangely with the background. Third, audio sync. Watch the mouth closely, especially on hard consonant sounds. Low-quality deepfakes will almost always have subtle mismatches. And finally, blinking. While models have improved, unnatural blink timing can still show up in lower-tier fakes. You've got to train your eyes to look for these specific rendering failures.
But beyond the visual glitches, here is the absolute most powerful tool you have: context. I urge you to apply extreme skepticism. Ask yourself, does it actually make sense that this person said this thing in this specific setting at this exact time? Who shared it? From what account? The absolute necessity of verifying the context and origin of any video or any nasty rumor about a classmate like Emma before you hit that share button, it cannot be overstated. A healthy dose of critical thinking is your #1 line of defense.
Finally, Section 5, Defending Our Digital Reality. Let's look at how we're fighting back. Thankfully, responses are emerging. Major platforms like YouTube and Meta have deployed their own platform detection systems. They aren't perfect yet, but they're improving. We're also seeing absolutely crucial legislation passing in multiple states and countries that criminalizes deepfake pornography. In the tech world, there's a big push for content provenance, meaning embedding invisible digital watermarks into a video the exact moment it's recorded by a camera to prove it's authentic. And finally, there are individual verification tools like Sensity AI or the Content Authenticity Initiative that you can use to check media yourself. But remember, while these tools are great, your own awareness is ultimately the strongest shield.
I want to leave you with this incredibly powerful quote from our source material today. The world where seeing is believing is over. It's a really provocative realization, isn't it? What replaces that old world is a new one, where you constantly have to think about where a piece of media came from, who wants you to see it, and why. Healthy skepticism is literally a mandatory digital survival skill now. Thank you for joining me on this explainer. Keep your digital footprint safe out there and ask yourself this: if your eyes and ears can be perfectly hacked tomorrow, what will you rely on to find the truth today?